Hello, and today I am going to be playing GTA 5 obviously, and I'm going to be doing some off-roading in this stock Jeep, which has off-road tyres fitted. That's the only thing I've done to it. And I can't rotate the camera because my freaking controller's broken. But yes, the goal of this challenge is the off-road challenge, pretty much. I call it the Around the Alamo challenge, because the goal of the challenge is you drive around the Alamo Sea. I'm stuck because the Jeep's shit. Wow, the Jeeps are so good, guys. Get a Jeep. Get a Jeep so you can spin, what's it, 2 tires and get stuck instantaneously. First we'll dump truck and go faster. Wow, it's so top heavy. There's literally no way this thing completes the course. Golf carts. How do they even get in here? They're getting stuck. Oh, I'm not looking where I'm driving. Obviously the goal of this challenge is to go all the way around the Alamo Sea without using any roads. That's the goal. And my dog is literally in the background, being an idiot. Get outside. Okay, I've thrown my dog out. Well, he walked out, but still. Oh yes, place your bets down below if you think the Canis is gonna make... Oh, dead, this thing is special. But yeah, place your bets if you think this thing's gonna make it all the way around the Alamo Sea without dying.
Man, what the hell is that?
When I was testing this out, I did it in a Rusty Rebel, which was also stock. I did it in a Rusty Rebel, but the only reason the Rusty Rebel died, I was literally on the home stretch, on the last obstacle, and then I rolled it. I put it on its roof, and it was in the water, and then I was like, oh no, I failed. So as long as this thing performs equally as good as a Rusty Rebel, we should be fine. Fine as hell. Just gotta dodge all these boulders, just gotta wreck my suspension. There's a horse cart axle thing. I just absolutely dominated it. There's a Rebel right there. If you don't know what a Rebel is, it's that truck right next to us. Which I would show you, but my camera's broken. This is just gonna be a death sentence for a Jeep. I bet you it's not gonna make it halfway. Because the Jeep's just not gonna be able to, it can't hang. A freaking Canis can't hang with a Rebel. Basically getting the largest run up. Bit of full drive there. I'm gonna use this road because I'm lazy, but oh, rock. I'm gonna imagine doing this in like a dump truck is gonna be very fun. Like something like, I don't know, freaking like a dump or something would just be so painful. Trying to drive over the rocks and stuff. Obviously you'd be able to drive to deep water in a dump, but that's pretty much all you got going for you. Like, I'm flying in this Jeep so it doesn't drown. Like, I'm going as fast as it can go so I don't sink it. This is probably the most challenging river crossing, I would say. Now it'll be useful if I had a working camera. Okay, seems like I managed to fix my camera a little bit temporarily. This is what I did in the Rebel. Oh my god. How did the Jeep do it? Just drive over it. It's a small rock. Just drive over it. How did the Jeep do that? It was underwater for so long. This thing feels really top heavy, so... thing is, I'm not using my... I was just saying, no pain, no brain. I'm trying to use my brain so I'm not in lots of pain. Because a messer, a stock messer, not even like a proper messer, is not gonna eat this course up. It is gonna get eaten up by the course. Now here comes the oh god, this thing sucks. Not high enough off the ground. At least hopefully it's on the... As long as it's not as top heavy as a Rebel, we will be fine. But if it's more top heavy than a rusty Rebel, well then we're screwed. Because we're gonna be dead on arrival. This is one of the most committing obstacles. Come on. Because if you don't commit to this obstacle, you're not going to make it up. But if you overcommit, you're going to go into the water. That's one of the most difficult obstacles. Oh god, I've almost did what I did in the Rebel. I remember this bit. Just try not to get this thing buried. Buried, I believe, would be the right. There goes your suspension. Always hit that every single time. Use the wood logs as a bridge. Then get up here. Up. Just try and get up that. Dude, this thing's never gonna get up that. It's not feasible. Oh, come on, this thing sucks. Can't even do the burnout trick. I wish my camera, I wish these stupid, what are they called, PS4 controls worked. So PS4, step up, this thing sucks. So if you're on a vehicle that can't drive up a small slope, so basically you don't get a Jeep. driving. This is still gonna suck in a Jeep. So let's look at this feasibly in a realistic state of mind. There's no way I'm driving up that bit. That means I've got to drop down. Because I couldn't make it up that in a Rebel, which is way lifted, more lifted than this thing. I'm actually surprised if it makes it. Straight to the middle, just to show both my axles. What about this much more difficult way? There's no way the Jeep's making over this. Don't you dare do that to yourself, Jeep. Fuck off. Jeep's not gonna do a J-turn like that. Except in GTA wants you to J-turn so hard you go into the water. This Jeep going around the obstacles like a real Jeep does. Mind you, I don't even drive a Jeep, or have a Jeep, or ever had a Jeep, so I don't know how Jeeps really work. The only real experience with a Jeep, the only experience seeing the quality of a Jeep is when I watched a YouTuber smash one of these. So yeah, I'd say my Jeep knowledge is not very good. Well, the Formula 1 Jeeps could be the greatest vehicle ever built. But somehow I don't believe they are the greatest vehicle ever built. Could be worse though, you could be driving a Prius. Just grinding that. This thing's actually doing pretty well though. The Jeep is actually going to make it. But up here, this is where I put the Rebel on its lid. Oh yeah, this is, I think this is it. No. This shouldn't go around. I don't even know where I flipped the Rebel. Perfection. Well, I guess wherever I flipped the Rebel, we made it past there, so it looks... Guys, it looks like the Jeep has made it. So the Jeep is a very effective... Oh, there's that, so that was a very aggressive landing. Yep, it looks like the Jeep is a solid off-road vehicle. Even though I basically bagged out the Jeep the whole time. But it turns out a Jeep is a fine off-roading vehicle. So if you want to do some off-roading, go back. But yeah, if you want to do some off-roading, the Canis can do some off-roading. So this is not the easiest of off-roading. I should write down all the vehicles that make it. That that way. Why am I going all the way out of that? But yeah, I should ride down all vehicles that make it that way. I can make a level 2 to see which vehicle is the greatest off-roader. If you'd like to see me do that, post it down in the comments. Even though like 2 people are gonna watch this video, but still. Ooh, we've made it. The Jeep has successfully made it around the map. Let's just get my torch out. As you can see, it looks like we've taken some frontal damage here. Oh, we got a bit of a scratch there. The rear looks like it's been dented a bit, and this side looks like it's been scratched. So overall, not that much damage. Very minimal amounts of damage. So if you're on a vehicle, next test, can I do a burnout afterwards? Seems like the Jeep has passed the off-roading test. Well, this is it for episode 1 of, I guess I'll call it Around the Alamo Sea Challenge. And the Jeep passed. See you guys later.